What is it going to be like to take that mound, Dodger Stadium? Got to imagine you've probably watched a few games on TV over the years, but that's where you're going to be, yourself on the mound.
I honestly can't put it into words. It's kind of all hitting me at once, as you would expect. But
Especially you had a early wake-up call too.
yeah.
So
But yeah, it's going to be great playing with pretty much the all-stars of the minor leagues here. The guys are going to be in the pros here in a couple years, and that's where everybody wants to get. And Dodger Stadium's a good way to start.
So 2 last questions. One is, so who's the toughest hitter you faced this year, and who's the toughest hitter you've ever faced?
The hardest hitter that I faced so far in my career, I would have to go with Seth Beer.
So would that have been at Clemson?
Yes. That was kind of my introduction. That was my freshman year. Hey, this is what you're going to face at this level, and then, hey, what you're going to face at the next level. So, and I actually played with him, too, in travel ball.
He also, you're a swimmer, and he's a swimmer.
Yeah, and he's a swimmer as well. So we kind of knew, I knew a lot about him, he knew a lot about me, but I'd say definitely that early on in my career, 100% him.
Last question. Before you were pro, when you were an amateur, really before you were in college, going back to when you were a little kid, was there a team, was there a game, was there an experience that really kind of locked in baseball for you? Like this is, that you still think of like, man, that was great.
So I've always been around baseball. Family's been around it. My grandpa actually played with Dick Grote of the Pirates.
Oh, wow.
And they tried out in the same tryout together. So that's kind of where the ball started rolling. And then it kept rolling. Dad played, obviously, so got it from him. And then I have a lot of, not really older guys, but kind of father figures from my hometown that played in the minors, so they knew about the grind, they knew about all that kind of stuff. And then when I was 15, I had Billy Wagner as the head coach. So that's when it really hit, and, learning from a Hall of Fame, in my opinion, a Hall of Fame closer, what he brings to the table, being from Virginia as well, so, in-state, you just drive 2 hours to see him. Pretty much
Ferrum College,
ask
too.
ask him a question,
Yeah.
So that probably set the tone for me. Having him, he was like, hey, you're good, just got to keep working. And
That's awesome.
That's kind of how it's been for the last 8 years.